Republicans battled it out, though, in the race for City Hall, but in the end, it was no competition. Curtis Sliwa handily defeated Dominican businessman Fernando Mateo by a very large lead. Mateo conceded last night. Take a listen.
You know, we didn't win, but we did win because I won all of you. I won all the friendships that I have here, and that's what's important. I really didn't expect to win. I really didn't think I would win, but I said, let me give it a shot. It wasn't our day, and it wasn't the city's day. The city's not ready for me, and maybe I'm not ready for the city.
This morning, we are joined by the Republican nominee for mayor, Curtis Sliwa. So good morning, Mr. Sliwa. Congratulations to you. You, sir, got nearly 70%, which is about 35,000 votes when you look at it. Now, that's certainly something to celebrate, but turnout very low on the GOP side. Looking ahead, how do you plan to pull more people out in November to vote?
Oh, number one, first I want to thank PIX11 because you are the only network to afford both Fernando and me time to be able to get our message out. Most of the other media outlets ignored us like we were people of no consequence. And let me just say to Fernando, it is your time, Fernando, because I would like to unify the Republican Party. We need to be together. If I had lost, I would have definitely acknowledged Fernando Mateo as the best candidate for mayor because any of us are better than any of the Democrats. But what I've done in advance of the general election is I will have an independent line so that there are men and women out there who never in their lives would cross the Maginot line to vote for a Republican. The opportunity to vote for me on the independent line because unlike a lot of previous Republicans, I'm not just going to be tough on law and order. Everybody knows that. That's what I've done for 40 years as the leader of the Guardian Angels. But I have a compassion for the emotionally disturbed, the homeless people that I've tended to personally, bathing them, clothing them, feeding them, bringing them for their medication to the hospital where either they've been released from too early or fled from. And that's why that's important because this administration, Bill de Blasio, doesn't do it.
So, Mr. Sliwa,
have ever taken de Blasio on for that fake, phony, fraudulent Fugazi Thrive program that took one in
I'll talk to you about that in a second, but I want to ask you a question because when you look at Democrats in this city, they outrank Republicans 8-1, right? So you're talking about that independent line to pull in some of those Democrats to vote for you, but also I just want to get back to the original question. Low voter turnout on the GOP side. How do you plan to get them out? And are you confident when you look at the numbers that you could actually win?
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, there wasn't a phenomenal turnout for Democrats. Early voting was limited for both sides. With all the attention that the networks gave to the Democrats every day in all the newspapers, you really think that was a big turnout of Democrats? And by the way, for all those Democrats who are the so-called professional politicians, the bureaucrats, hey, how's that no bail law working?
So,
hey, how's that defund the police program working?
Yeah, Mr. Sliwa, let me ask you this, because the 2013 Republican nominee, Joe Lhota, when he was running for mayor, he was at Democrat Catherine Garcia's headquarters last night. In an interview recently, he said that there is not much left to local Republicanism. What do you say that in a town like New York City?
Joe Lhota, last time I saw him, right, he was destroying the MTA under Andrew Cuomo. Remember that summer where there were all those track fires, all those delays? Who was in charge? Joe Lhota, a part-time MTA chairman. So he is a person of no consequence to me. He's joined the Democrats. I wish him nothing but good luck in the future. But there's diversity in this city. And what you failed to mention, the growing movement in the city is independence. Most of the hipsters and millennials now, when they register to vote, they don't register as Republicans. They don't register as Democrats. They register as independents. And for my entire life, I was an independent. I led the New York State Reform Party for 3 years. I was the chairman. I know how to reach independence because I was one of them. And I'm a populist. Don't think of me as a Republican. Everybody knows that I've been into neighborhoods where the only Republican anyone has ever seen is Abraham Lincoln on a $5 bill.
So you're going to join me this Sunday in a political show, Picks on Politics, to discuss the issues. But I want to end on something you just said, just so I'm clear here. You said unifying the party and that Fernando Mateo you would like to unify. Would you offer him a position? What would that position be?
Oh, absolutely. He's an expert when it comes to small businesses. He's helped so many livery cab drivers, bodega owners, and he's earned his street cred. We had our differences. We had our blowout debate right there on PIX11, but I've known him for over 40 years, so there'll be a place at the table for Fernando Mateo. He's got this
Understood.
that I'm looking for.
Understood. I appreciate you coming on here live for one of your first interviews after you've become the Republican nominee for mayor. Curtis Sliwa, I'll see you again on Sunday morning for Picks on Politics, where we'll discuss some of the issues moving forward on the campaign trail. But in the meantime, thank you for being here.
And remember, my no-kill shelters, we're not killing any dogs or cats any longer in the shelter system of the first time that would ever exist in New York City.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sliwa. I'll talk to you soon.